Welcome to the Cod Pass Podcast. Now, we do one fish fact each week, and it stinks. Let's see who we can get on the hook for it. No, I'm just playing. This is still the Open Mic Podcast. What's up, everybody? Today, we have with us Zach Webb, very funny friend of mine and a comedian. Say what's up, Zach.
Hello. How's it going?
Pretty good, man. Hey, we also have Jason, as always. What's up, Jason?
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. All right, so before we get into things, I'm glad just before we started here, we're outside talking about Tiger King. I'm glad that's all out of the way. Yeah. No more Tiger King talk. I'm fucking tired of it. With everything being shut down, I think everything in society runs faster as far as like this pop culture shit. Mm-hmm. Because my older brothers, I'm the youngest, and my two older brothers are now sending me Tiger King memes, so I know it's not funny anymore. Yeah, because I'm the funny one in the family. They think they're funny, but they're not, okay? Sorry, I love you, Billy and Michael. Yeah, we have the same name, but... I'm the funny one. Stop sending me these memes. They're not funny. Okay, I've seen them all already. But yeah, no more Tiger King talk. I want to get that out of the way.
It's the equivalent of, like you had said earlier, the Macarena.
It's the Macarena now.
When old people finally get it, when Republicans get it and they start sharing it and your parents are doing it, that's when you know something's dead. It's done. It's finished.
It's dead. It's a Ford commercial now.
Could you imagine being on the ground floor of the Macarena, though?
Oh, dude, I was on the ground floor of the Macarena, dude. I was 48.
I think the song is about being on the ground floor, starting from
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, it's like you were the first person to hear that song. You're just like, oh my god, you gotta check it out.
Dude, I was the producer. No, I'm kidding. I know. I remember when the Macarena came out because I was an adult, not an adult, but I was in high school when the Macarena came out, and I was like, oh my god, I love the Macarena. And now it's like I said, it's like a Chevy commercial or a fucking a commercial for a mortgage company. That's how you know it's done.
Well, let me ask you this: did you like the Macarena the song better, or did you actually just like the video of all the women that were on it?
I can only listen to the Macarena on vinyl. That's how.
Oh, god damn it! Yeah, I like I like the remix to the Macarena. But I remember the Macarena. But we were talking about Tiger King and stuff like that. I actually do, before we get into stuff, want to bring up something I want to talk to you about, Zach. Are there any movies out there, and I'll tell mine first, but movies out there that make you mad? Like there's something in the plot or something in the story that you're just like, man, fuck this movie.
Oh, God.
Do you have some? Because my roommate yesterday was watching Avatar, and so I sat down and started watching it too. It made me remember how much I fucking hate Avatar. And the thing is, I think it's a great movie. I love the visual effects, and the thing that bothers me... Okay, James Cameron wanted to make Avatar like right after, around the same time he made the first or second Terminator, right? Yeah. But he said the CGI wasn't good enough, the technology wasn't there, so he waited 20 years to make it. I respect that. Give me a good product. Terminator, I can't rewatch. It's not as good. These newer ones are pretty good, and I still like Terminator 2. I think that's the best of all time. That's the best one. Sure. It is. Yeah, that's the one with the Guns N' Roses and the fucking chase through the aqueduct, right?
That's right, in the truck.
Yeah, with the semi-truck. Love that fucking one. Anyways, James Avatar, you wait 20 years. You made a great movie, except the stuff they're on this other planet mining, you named it unobtainium because it's hard to obtain.
It took you 20 years to get that one figured out.
Yeah. Fuck you, James Cameron.
Couldn't revisit the
unobtainium?
script.
How fucking stupid do you think I am? It's unobtainable. They gotta get the Fuck you, okay? Zoe Saldana naked? Yes, please. Yeah. Unobtainium? Unobtainable. No thanks.
She's naked as a like an avatar person, right?
Yeah. Was that an alien? It's like a Native American alien. Is what I equated to. And I thought the whole story, the visuals were cool. I thought all that shit, like riding the whatever bird dragon things, that was awesome. But unobtainium just threw me off. I heard him say that once, and I was like, what? What'd you say, Giovanni Ribisi? Like, you have a name like Giovanni Ribisi, and you're okay with them using the name unobtainium? Yeah. Like, fuck you too. All right, Sneaky Pete. Why don't you sneak yourself on out of this plot? But yeah, that movie always got on my fucking nerves. Yeah. That one and the other one I'll do real quick is Arrival. Only because they beefed it up like it was a whole thing. And then it's all talking and you don't even really see the aliens.
Now, I'm glad to hear that you're on this side. I'm in agreement.
I don't need you to agree with me.
Oh, yeah, no.
I thought Arrival was definitely a good movie. I thought that it just, it was going to end up not... It was one of those ones that wasn't going to give you the ultimate climax and closure you might have been hoping for from an alien movie, but I think it gave you a whole new concept to just consider.
Right. I think
How about the concept of no action and all the boring shit? I'm sorry I didn't consider that.
That's the thing, though. It's like when we think science fiction movies now, we normally think action. we normally think like,
Yeah.
oh, it's like some sort of Michael Bay or
Well,
explosions and
do
other
you think
stuff.
the aliens are going to come here and chill out?
Yeah, no. For
Nice
sure.
beach.
For sure, but like in a way, like I don't know, like movies like I guess Close Encounters of the Third Kind is like what it was trying to like resemble in a way, which isn't an action-packed movie, but it just
No,
kind
but
of
the
makes you think.
story was still good in that old movie.
Right.
Richard Dreyfuss.
Yeah.
No, that was with the mashed potatoes and the
Yeah,
volcano.
exactly.
Yeah.
He starts going crazy, which is awesome. I always love in a movie where a character just starts losing their mind.
Yeah.
Like usually anything Nicolas Cage is involved in, I'm usually like, okay,
That's
I'm
just
on
him
board.
in life.
Yeah, exactly.
He did. I think it was last year or the year before. Nicolas Cage put out something like I think it was 14 or 18 movies in one year because he went broke and he's just doing any movie.
Yeah.
Like you search Nicolas Cage on Netflix, just even look at his Wikipedia or IMDb, and there's literally it looks like 1,000 movies.
Have you heard of Pluto TV?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
I have it on my phone.
So I've been watching Pluto TV here and there, of course, too. And there was this movie just randomly I stopped on, and it was like some action movie where some guy's getting kicked in the face and stuff. It pans over to the guy who's kicking him in the face. It was Nicolas Cage. I was like, are you serious?
Yeah, he's everywhere.
He literally is everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
There's no degrees of Nicolas Cage. He films from his living room, I bet, sometimes.
Does that make Nicolas Cage potentially a candidate to be the next 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon?
Yeah, he's the new Kevin Bacon. He really
yeah.
is. That's funny you said that. That's a thought I was just thinking. He surpassed Kevin Bacon, I bet.
Yeah.
Anyways, back to like you. So, what movies do you have? Any movies like that get on your nerves?
I'm trying to remember what like movie like pisses me off because usually I'm never like if I go into the movie with the right attitude, like if I know a movie is going to be stupid, and then I'm just like, all right, I'm just gonna watch it regardless. Most of the time, I can enjoy it.
Yeah.
But usually I get pissed off when a movie just like switches up the plot, if that makes any sense. Like I think it's going one way and then it just kind of becomes like very predictable and just like run of the mill.
No, nobody killed him. He was just in Africa. Yeah. And see, the thing is, I get that because, like, say, Hobbs and Shaw, I knew it was going to be ridiculous. Me and my friend went to see it, and even just like the editing, my friend's a film student, and I'm interested in that stuff. And they kept doing that pan out shot it was a drone shot where it's like it's a up close shot of The Rock and Jason Statham. Well, I love both of them, and they're like, "This time we fight for family, brother." And then it pans out, and it's the all around 360 view, and then it comes back to them. It's like, "This time family wins," and then it was The Rock. He's on the back of a tow truck, and if you guys haven't seen it, I don't care, whatever. Yeah. But he's on the back of a tow truck while Jason Statham is driving it, and there's a helicopter chasing him, and they have the helicopter chained to the tow truck, and the chain gets loose. The Rock, just standing on the tow truck while it's moving, grabs the chain and pulls a helicopter back and rechains it to a tow truck, and he's just like, "Ah!"
Because that could happen in real life.
Yeah,
it could.
But I knew the movie was going to be that, and I go to movies to be entertained. I love shoot 'em up and shoot 'em up movies. The movie Shoot 'em Up, and I mean that's exactly
with
what
Paul
it is.
Giamatti.
Yeah, I love that. He touches the dead lady's titty.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, but yeah, I love that. But also like even John Wick. Like I know it's not real, but I think they did an awesome job, and I
John
like
Wick's
to be
not
entertained. No, it's not. The dog is still alive. He actually lives in Hollywood.
One thing I love about John Wick is it's a movie that keeps pushing like the boundary. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Like you'll watch the movie and at some point, like as a viewer, you kind of get desensitized to all the violence you're watching. But then they'll pull that one move. That one just like...
The puppy.
Yeah. Well, they'll pull that one move that just wakes you up in the theater or you just go, oh, shot. Specifically, there's a moment in the second movie where he is in Italy. He just shot somebody, and he's running away. They're in a train station, and the train station is fluorescently lit, so it's just super bright, super, illuminated. Yeah. And there is a part where someone's trying to stab John Wick. John Wick takes the knife, goes under the dude's parts, like gets right in the taint and slices it.
Yeah.
And blood shoots out. And it's not too much blood, and it's not too little blood. It's the perfect amount of blood that hits this tile that's all illuminated and bright. And I just literally screamed in the theater, "Oh, shit!" Like,
Yeah.
and you got to keep in mind, I just watched him shoot 20 dudes in the face, no problem. But
Yeah.
just watching a man's tank get sliced.
Yeah, because you
in
wonder,
Italy.
like, for me, I wondered, I was like, did he cut the balls open? Like, how
Right.
much? And who studied how much ball juice to drop? Because that's the perfect amount.
It's
down
the
there.
perfect amount. You
Yeah.
know, like
There
someone.
had to be some research to some
Yeah.
degree.
Yeah.
You know?
Who
How
did the
much
twig and berry
blood
research?
does come out of somebody's sack if it's cut?
Yeah. How much blood is in your sack?
Okay, I did remember a movie that pissed me off as I watched it, and I had to turn it off just because it was so poorly made. It was called The Laundromat.
Oh my God,
With
yeah.
Meryl Streep on Netflix, and it's just such a like. It's
Go ahead, yeah.
it's a movie that doesn't understand its tone, you know, and that pisses me off. Like, so it starts off with Gary Oldman and Antonio Banderas doing like this like bullshit, like, here's how money works, you know. Oh, are you not rich? Do you not have these fancy cars?
It was condescending.
It's a
I didn't make it past the first episode because I was like, fuck you. And I love Antonio Banderas.
Yeah.
You know, in Desperado, he actually sang that song. Listen to it on Spotify. I'm fucking weird.
So
But
you think it had a little bit of a pompous tone?
it was, they
Yeah,
were,
well,
there were
no.
being a couple pompous pricks walking
so
around.
it would hit you with this pompous tone, and if that's what the movie's about, and you're on board with it, that's okay. But then it just cuts to Meryl Streep, and then her husband just like kicking the bucket, you know, and then it's just like gets really sad. Meryl Streep's doing a great job, like with her performance, but then it just keeps cutting back to like Gary Oldman and Antonio Banderas in these super nice suits and nightclubs, and they're like, "Let me tell you how money works," and I'm so fucking sick of it.
You made it sound like they both had twisty mustaches, like a candy shop owner.
Like they look like the Monopoly guy or something like that.
Yeah. Let me tell you how money works. Are you not rich, you dumb fuck?
Let me take you down Boardwalk. I don't know why they're Swedish now. But
Yeah. Now they're walking around in wooden shoes that you still can't afford because this is how money works, you idiot.
They're rich mahogany.
Yeah. But I remember turning off that movie just because I was like, I can't fucking.
I didn't get. Was it
Yeah.
a series? Didn't it have like 2
I think-
episodes, or was
I
it a
think it was a
movie?
movie.
I didn't get like
20.
more than 10 or 15 minutes in, and I was like, "Fuck you, people!"
Yeah,
Fuck
and then they
this.
started showing me like really shitty animations that like belong in like a Progressive commercial or something, like just like really like low tier commercial animation, and I'm just like, this doesn't fit anywhere in your movie so far, like from what you've shown me.
Yeah, it made no sense.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, oh god.
Oh, guys, you are listening to Zach Webb. Hey, Zach, how long have you been doing comedy?
Coming up on 2 years in May.
2 years.
Yeah. Right now, it's unfortunately taking a sabbatical.
It'll be 2 more years before you get back to it
right,
now. Yeah.
But yeah, 2 years.
That's why I started a podcast. I still have somewhere to talk for now, and you can't interrupt me because you're not here. Yeah, no, but that's great. I wanted to have you on because every time I see you at open mic, we always have a good time just talking nonsense and like. I don't know, a lot of people come up to me and they want to tell me their problems or ask for advice, and I don't know I'm making everything up as I go, but I wanted to have you on because we have a lot of fun at some of these open mics talking shit about stuff. And for those of you listening, I don't know if you guys noticed, we switched up the music. The guy, Daniel Magden, he's the one that gave me these beats and made them. Feel free, find him.
I didn't know Daniel Magden, man.
You do know him, or you don't?
I do. I do know him, yeah.
Yeah, he
So I
sent
didn't
me
know
these
he made 'em.
beats, and we did switch it up. I hope you guys like the new one, but he sent me one that I have to play for you guys, and it's ridiculous. And I wanted to get your reaction to it too, Zach. Let me cue it up here. Let me make sure I'm hooked up on my Bluetooth. but it's listen to this. Just let me see. This sounds. Where is it?
It's got a real Michigan vibe to it.
Is that okay? Let's hear it. He sent me this, and I love you, Daniel. And he sent me some really dope stuff, but this sounds like a Carl's Jr. commercial for the Bacon Burger Bucket Bonanza Blowout this Tuesday. Come down, we got monster trucks and pussy. It sounds like Kid Rock finally turned into adult rock.
Yeah.
Old man rock.
It kind of makes me want a double cheeseburger real bad.
It makes me want just a bucket of bacon and beef just swirled around. Yeah, but I mean, that's enough. That's enough of that. Let me stop that. I can't stop laughing. And some of the other beats I fucking love. Some of them are great.
I've heard a
This
few.
new one I'm going to use for this episode, I think is like my new favorite one. And I still like the original one he made, but it definitely makes me feel like the way I dress with like the button-up Miami shirts and tropical shit. Like I'm a guy in fucking in Florida. Not even in the good part. I'm like in Jacksonville. And I'm trying to get girls, trick them into getting on my boat because of the implication.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's weird. Anyways, yeah. What do you think of that song?
Oh, I loved it. It made me want to buy a Ford.
Yeah, but they got to fill the truck bed of that Ford with beef.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Sounds like a commercial Ford was trying to make when like Big Town Road was like, it's like, all right, there's a new demographic we can get.
Yeah. Call George Strait. Fuck Billy Ray. He's only doing it for his own publicity anyway.
Make sure you run this while they're playing that episode of Nashville.
I don't know what Nashville is. What is Nashville?
Hayden Panettiere is on it, so that's why
I'll watch it.
Is it still on? I thought it was.
She's hot.
Yeah.
I always get her mixed up with that. What's that Amanda chick? The Amanda
Bynes?
Yeah, is it
No,
Amanda
not
Bynes?
No, the one with the bug eyes is the Seafried.
No. I'm thinking of Amanda Bynes because I always, when I think of Hayden Panettiere, that's who I picture when they bring up Amanda Bynes. I know that's not her, but I picture her, I'm like, oh, she's hot, and I'm like, oh no, that's not her. Fuck her.
Yeah,
that's a dumb tattoo. No, I'm kidding.
No, Hayden Panettiere is definitely hot.
I'm not kidding. Fuck her.
Yeah.
But yeah, Hayden Panettiere is really fucking hot.
Still.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Still definitely.
From Heroes.
Heroes is where I found out about her. I know that's where you developed your crush with her, even though she played a teenager.
As the cheerleader.
Yeah. Well, but you know she was like 19. That's fine. I looked it up. It's fine.
What a depressing show that started off with such great.
First season was amazing. And then I was like, huh?
Oh god.
Yeah.
So bad.
I couldn't follow it. It got to the point where I was like, what? You're doing too much.
Yeah.
You're trying too hard here. Like Westworld. I got into Westworld when all this pandemic hit, and I binged the first 6 or 7 episodes, and I was like, that's enough, right? Like, I can say I watched Westworld now. Like, I don't have to keep watching it. It was too much, and I liked it, but I deduced that it's one of those shows. I think that there's some shows you can binge and some that you got to break up, that it's good that they air it once a week.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of those shows that I have to, like, watch 1 or 2 episodes, maybe 3, and then put it away for a week and come back.
Yeah.
But then when I went back to it, I couldn't remember anything, and I was like, all right, fuck this show. I'll watch Sopranos again.
Yeah, I've taken a hiatus so long from a show that I try to get back to it. I'm like, I forgot everything.
It's tough. It's tough to get back in and care about something again, too.
Sure.
Yeah. So, do you have any questions for Zach today, Jason?
You know, I had a question prepared, and then you showed up. And it kind of changed everything.
But you saw me.
I saw a picture of you. Mike said, "Hey, this guy's gonna be on the show." And so, the first thing I thought of was, so when you came up with the hairstyle that you had in your picture, were you thinking more? Were you going more for Jonathan Taylor Thomas or more for like Justin Bieber?
I think Taylor Thomas, obviously.
Good for you.
Because I mean, like, just where's that guy at? You know,
No, he's still around.
I know,
he made
but
a cameo
I could get
recently on
mistaken
something
for that guy. You know, like
I think he started reading books and was like, I'm just going to stay in now.
Yeah.
I'm done. That's good. Internet's going to kill me. I'm no.
Yeah.
You know, I like your look now because it looks like Jonathan Taylor Thomas and Jonathan Davis from Korn got together, and I like to call you something that I abbreviated as JTDT. That's Jonathan Taylor Davis Thomas right now. So I don't know if you're going to sell me some meth or smoke some with me.
Yeah.
But
JTDT sounds like a strand of meth. I don't know. If
yeah,
strands,
JTDT sounds like a wrestling move.
You know, if you're not supposed to trust somebody with 3 first names, how the hell are you supposed to trust someone with 4 first names? What's going on there?
Oh, you totally trust that guy to be a piece of shit. How many names do you need?
That's all JTDT, man.
JTDT'd me. What you got? Any other questions for him? I was like, this joke's dead.
So, being a couple years into comedy, do you observe situations and create comedy, or do you come up more with like bits or jokes in your head? What's your method?
I think it's a bit of both. Because sometimes I find I have like a lot of jokes I come up with like while I'm driving, just because I'll just like kind of like get to this state where I'm just driving. I'm not thinking about anything, and my mind is just blank. And all of a sudden, some just weird shit comes into my head, and it kind of just trickles down until it becomes like a joke.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's that. And then a couple of times it's like, you know, organically in conversations, like
I get a lot of that.
Yeah, it will just happen. And I go, oh shit, I got to write that down right now.
I think I'm similar too, because a lot of my best jokes I've come up with, or they've like come to fruition while I'm driving. I'll be driving and I'll think of something, or I'll already have an idea. And like some of my personal stories, like some of the best lines for them that I come up with are when I drive around high a lot. I have a little bowl in my car, and like I'll stop at a light, or I'll drive with my knee for a minute. I'll hit a bowl, but I'm able to like to not, like you said, kind of let your mind go and not like, I can't sit down and say write jokes, or I can't sit down and say work on this joke, but in the car it'll come up or something will pop in my head like, oh, I got to send a note to myself, or in conversations with other comics or people, we'll just be talking and riffing, and then sometimes something will come out the right way and I'm like, that's what it is, and I'll text myself a note. I've even I was opening at the Improv one weekend, and before the first show on Friday, I was talking to one of the managers. Shout out to Billy. I was out there with him, and I just said something to him, and it just came out the right way. And I usually don't on a pro show like that or like a club weekend. I don't do anything brand new, but I did it on that first show, and it actually went really well. So I just kept doing it. But but same for me, both observational and stuff from my life. I've been getting into doing more personal stories this last like 6 months or year,
right?
And I think it's getting a lot better. I'm like figuring out how to work them because he's long. I'm used to doing like shorter one-liners or shorter jokes, set up taglines, set up punchline, shit like that. But I'm liking these personal stories. I think it's fun.
Well, yeah, and there's also like, it's kind of like, I feel like a lot of stand-up comedy is like explaining who you are in a way, like without without making it forced. Like you're just like, oh, this is who I am, this is my life, and like you can't have somebody go up, oh, hey man, you stole my joke, when it's a story that actually happened.
Exactly. And I think I wanted to put more of me out there. I want to expose more of myself, and I think the crowd. That's like you said, they kind of get to know you, and I think like my favorite comics and favorite jokes and the stuff that I think is the best is when they do feel like they got to know you a little bit, or you leave like a little piece with them, or something personal. I mean, that's me. I think it's more true that way. I like it that, but I also like writing dumb jokes. That's some of my favorite shit.
Yeah,
I like
that's
writing
pretty much all of my shit.
Yeah. You have some of my favorite ones, like the Ricky joke.
Yeah,
that one's funny. And I like some of your stuff. You have like for a newer comic, I think all you need is just a little bit more like polished time, and you'll start getting club work. But none of that matters because comedy's dead forever now. So,
yeah, it's really good getting better at something that has now been taken away from you.
Right? I spent 5 years like severed relationships and all kinds of stuff doing comedy. You know, spending 5 to 7 nights out a week doing multiple mics a night and stuff like that. And now it's all over. and like, oh, I used to have all these friends. And, they're like, oh, how's comedy going?
Yeah, even I'm at the point where I'm missing the people I don't like.
Yeah,
like
I don't miss them, but yeah.
I was just like, oh man, like I haven't seen that guy in a while. I don't like him, but I just haven't seen him.
Yeah.
He looks weird.
Yeah, he already looked weird. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I think but back on to like writing material and stuff. I feel like the best advice I was given very early on when I started was be bored. Like, just find yourself being bored, and then your mind will just do whatever to stop being bored. It will just come up with some weird idea or something that will make you start thinking in a weird way. You know, and to me, like that's a lot of my humor derives from that. It's just like, hey, I've never thought about this, or it's like I don't know.
That's pretty cool though. I never thought of doing it like that because I've sat down to write, and I'm like, I need to write a little bit, and I'll sit at my desk, and then I talk myself into cleaning my room or doing anything but writing. Right. And so now I'm to the point where I don't write all my stuff out. I need to, and I'm trying to get better at it. So if I sit down to write, I'll end up. I have a hard book, like a hardcover notebook that I write like my polished jokes in. Like it's not like a workbook. It's like jokes I know work, and they can still change later on. But I'll write them in this book. So if I don't have anything new to work on or anything that hits me that way, I'll write one of those jokes in there, and sometimes that'll spark something for another joke, or I'll realize like, oh, actually that joke needs to be with this joke, or pair them up like that. Or stuff like that. It sparks the creativity, but it's hard for me to sit down and just say right. It's hard. It just doesn't work that way for me. I have to be honest. I'm so good that they just kind of flow through me. I'm not actually writing.
I'm just a conduit.
I don't know if it's the devil or if it's God or a combination of both of them putting their words through me. But I only speak excellence, so I don't think I need to write. I like how quiet it got after I said that. I don't mean that. Just say, oh no, I don't mean that. Do you have any other questions for him, Jake?
Well, I had one that was kind of just more of a creative one for both of you guys. So, if you had to be shipwrecked on a deserted island and all your human needs, such as food, water, and all of that, were taken care of, what 2 items would you want to have with you and why?
So, I just want to make sure I get the question right. So we're shipwrecked. From a ship, not a plane crash.
You're stranded.
But I need to know, like, what do I have already? You said there's food is taken care of and water.
Your food supply and water are accommodated.
Does weed qualify as human?
Yeah,
something you need to survive.
I would need weed.
So that's one for both of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like I'm spending all my wishes fast, but I need to get
Not
out.
a sword or a knife or anything like that. It's weed first. Okay.
Right.
And
Well,
then,
yeah.
And
'Cause
then
I
a
can-
knife to do knife hits.
because you're that good with rubbing the wood.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
You can get a fire going.
Man, I think I'd have an internet-connected cell phone, and that's why.
But there's no towers anywhere nearby. So
That's
it's
okay. Well,
useless.
I just need it with
You
some.
can take selfies.
Well, no, I need porn videos. I need porn. I'm gonna need some porn. I have a problem.
You may have already wanted to have some captured.
Am I alone on this island, or is there someone
Yeah.
for me to fuck?
No, you're alone.
I'm alone. Yeah, I
Unless
need
you
porn.
want to fuck an animal, a pig.
I don't want to. I eat a pig. I don't want to fuck something I eat. Well, I'd eat something I fuck, but I won't fuck something. Anyways,
Could you,
know what I
could
mean.
you imagine being rescued in these situations though? Because everyone's like, oh, like deserted islands, like you don't know how long you're going to be there. But can you imagine? It's like, yeah, my two wishes were weed and a knife to do knife hits, and then people come to rescue you, and you're just like doing knife hits, like, hey,
Can you come back tomorrow?
yeah, like,
Because the ironic part of it is, it would be like the way you just asked for that. You'd get like a butter knife. That's what you would have. It'd be the butter knife, not even a sharp knife.
yeah, not a knife to cut. Like, I don't want to hurt myself, you know?
Or survive.
Yeah, or
kill
think-
anything.
no.
Yeah, I think weed and a lighter, because I mean, I'm not going to rub this. I'm not going to figure out the fire thing unless there's a magnifying glass that washes up on shore.
Yeah.
and I can use the fire to cook the food that I have. I don't know what kind of food you
The
gave
food
us.
that you
but
strangled. I mean,
is that the food that like is
No,
that
yeah, food's taken care of. Food and water.
food
taken care
that?
of.
But you say taken care of. Is there animals I have to kill and clean and stuff?
Just the question is your food's taken care of, so you don't have to worry. You don't have to worry about your supplies being for food or water purposes.
But I want to know: is it like Lunchables, or is this like me I had to kill?
Because at some point you're going to get sick of eating the same thing. You know?
Yeah, I know.
Over and
Unless
over
it's
again.
pussy, I never get tired of that.
Yeah. All right.
All right, canceled. See ya. Bye. Yeah, no, but
You
I
get one of those and you used it.
I have another question. So that piggybacks off this. So if you're on that island and animals could talk, which one do you think on that island would be the rudest animals, or the ones you wouldn't want to hear anymore? Like, I'm just over this fucking animal talking. Like,
I feel like some sort of buzzard or
Like
some
a
sort
bird?
of like a bird that like wants to see me die so it can eat me. Because I feel like it would just heckle me the entire time.
Bird's got a real fucking
you dying
attitude.
yet?
Yeah.
Are you dying yet?
Oh, you better get that cough checked out. Oh, there's nobody here. Like, I just imagine this guy's gonna slowly try and convince me to kill myself just so it can eat.
And the bird can leave, so he he goes to an island. He's like, man, there's bitches across this ocean. They got steaks over there. You want me to bring you back a beer? He always comes back and says, I
spring
forgot.
break.
Yeah, I forgot. I found these naked pictures and I forgot to bring them for you. Just shit like that. I feel like he'd fuck with you all the time.
He'd try to be your friend, but really,
I think bird too. I mean, maybe a turtle because it takes him forever to get away from you, and he won't stop complaining about straws. And it's like, dude, I'd kill for a straw right now.
Well, I thought at a certain point you would have said the pig, because you won't want the pig to tell the secrets what's happening on that island.
Well, I'm not fucking that pig. I'm eating him. Yeah, I'm killing that pig and eating it. I've killed a pig before, and I'll do it again. Yeah.
you hear me, authorities?
Damn pig murderer.
You hear me, Peter?
The bacon bandit strikes again. The sausage slayer's in town.
The bacon boss.
More on this at 11.
I feel like the bacon boss has a pinstripe suit on.
Well, yes,
He's got a zoot
indeed
suit.
it do. Yeah.
He's got a zoot suit. He's a cherry popping daddy. Any more questions for Zach, or should we go on to the open mic?
Sorry, I just want to put there.
No, go ahead.
Cherry Poppin' Daddy sounds like a great band name. If you're looking for a band name out there and you're listening to this podcast, please use that.
Yeah.
It's already used.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I feel like he knew that. I feel like that's part of the humor.
Maybe. I don't know. A lot of people, I'm in this very gray area where a lot of people think I'm smarter than I am or dumber than I am. And I come out a winner either way.
Because you're too dumb to know you're a loser.
Yeah, exactly. Because like sometimes
I don't mean to call you a loser.
No. Sometimes I'll make a joke and then it's more clever than I intended it to be, and then someone will be like, "Oh, haha, nice," and I'll be like, "Yeah, I'm funny," and then I'm just like, "Oh fuck, did I actually need to do that?"
Like an idiot savant. I do shit like that all the time.
Yeah, just like that.
I'll come with a joke and and they'd be like, "Oh, it's clever." I'm like, "Why?" And they explained to me why my joke is clever, and I was like, "I know, right? It's pretty good." But I had a guy one time. I came off stage. I had a good set. They're like 10 or 15 minutes, but I come off, and this other comic, this older dude, and he goes, I can't think of his name, but anyways, he goes, "Man," he's like, "You funny. Your jokes are thinkers." And like all the jokes I did were like dick and fart jokes. And I was like, "What are you talking about?" He's like he talked about my Toyota teabag joke and talking about the truck nuts or whatever. And I was like, "What? That's not a." I was like, "I talked about farts and dicks for 10 minutes. Dude, what's a thinker?" And he's like, "You funny." You funny. And I was like, "All right, thanks, man."
Yeah.
And that's it. That's all I had. Yeah.
He didn't want to think about the answer that you were trying to get from him either. He's just like, nah, move on. You funny.
Yeah,
just take it for what it is.
The way he said it was kind of like, "You're just fucking with me. You're just trying to indulge yourself." And I'm like, "You're fucking. I'm not. They're not thinkers."
Like, oh, you think you're cute? You think you're cute now?
Yeah,
I'm
very
cute.
Yeah, I'm very stupid, sir.
Yeah,
I'm extremely
Don't
stupid.
get cute.
I just ordered chicken that's breaded with Captain Crunch, so I'm not that bright. It was pretty good. So, want to move on to the open mic? You good with that? Okay. So, we're going to do the open mic. What we do here on this segment, it's an open mic. You've been to plenty of open mics. You have a subject or two for me that I don't know is coming. I have one for you. And our goal with this, in doing this, because we're new to all this, is hoping that like maybe you'll get something out of it you can use on stage later or use for later on. I've gotten a couple things, and there's some episodes I don't. But yeah, it's up to you. Since you're the guest, you can either give me my topic first, or I can give you yours. It's up to you. What do you want to do?
I'll take mine first.
Everybody wants to take theirs first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to get it out of the way.
I try to hide that burp.
You sweat. I'm sweating over here right now.
Yeah, no, and I have to do this every time we do an episode, and we're trying to do like 2 a week. I got a few in the pocket we haven't released, and we've noticed everybody wants theirs first to get it out of the way, and I'm always like, "What about? I want to get mine out of the way." But no, that's your choice. That's more than fine.
You left the courtesy open. So
yeah. And that's fine. You know, I mean, hopefully by this it makes me better at being able to do this and riff off the cuff.
Right.
Because we ask that you don't use any jokes from your actual material.
Yeah.
It's like, have you ever done set list? You know, someone gives you a topic.
Yeah, I've done it a few times. Yeah.
Basically that. So I have two. I'm going to give you two, but they kind of coincide a little bit.
Okay.
And these, they don't have to be, if you can't think of a joke to riff off of, you can do a story you think is funny or something like that. And then we'll both riff off of it in a second, and then you'll give me mine. But the topics I have for you this week are peeing your pants or accidental farts.
Ooh, I got a good pee your pants story.
Let's hear it
For you.
I love pee pants stories.
And I wish I could start this like, oh, when I was younger, this happened like maybe a couple of months ago.
Let's hear it, Miles Davis.
Yeah,
It's an ongoing issue I have.
So yeah, I'm at work, and I'm going to the bathroom. Going number 2 on my phone. Wasn't paying attention to where I'm angled, like my business, like which
You mean
way.
your cock?
Yeah,
Yeah, you can curse on here.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I didn't know if this was a family.
Well, I said pussy 4 times already.
That sealed the deal earlier.
So anyways, I didn't realize that my dick was just pointed up.
You're sitting there. Hold on, I gotta ask.
Like it was on my elastic like band of like or I don't know exactly.
Are you pooping with your pants up? What are you doing?
No, they're down mostly. But I got a job where I got to get back to my desk quickly, so I don't take
Like
them off
call
and put
center
them on.
kind of.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I hated those. I would just let the phone ring and I'd go shit. Well, I got a wireless headset later.
So I'm like, I can't be back, too far. Anyways, so I don't notice it for a good while. Everything's going, and I just go, what's that like pittering sound, like on the floor? Like that's weird. Like, is there a pipe, leaking or something? And I just look down. I'm like, oh god.
Yeah, there's a pipe leaking. All right.
What's worse is I'm wearing khakis.
Oh no.
So I'm not even. I'm just like, oh shit.
The secret is out.
Yeah, and I was like, how do I spin this? Like, how do I? Like, first I do. The first thing I do is I clean up the mess. Because I'm just like, luckily there's cleaning products and other shit. And luckily this is like a closed bathroom. This isn't multiple people coming to this bathroom.
Oh,
it's
it's not stalls. It's just one person.
Right. It's
Okay.
just like I work
One
for a
man
smaller
man dump shack.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, well I can clean this up real quick. And rule 1 of comedy: always have an extra pair of pants in your car.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just something you should always do.
Especially if you drink.
Especially if you drink.
Yeah. I've got whole costume changes in my car in case I
Yeah.
got to rob a 7-Eleven.
So luckily I was able to, switch out, and then no one really noticed, Like,
Did you run to your car?
Yeah. not just a brisk walk, like the not a jog, because I found if you run and you're not in like workout clothes, you look suspicious as a man.
Absolutely.
As a man,
Somebody remembers that.
yeah.
Somebody calls that in.
Yeah, if you're running and you're not in workout clothes, they're just like, what have you done? What crime have you committed?
Where
And
is she?
Yeah, and then if you're a woman and you're running, they're just like, what are you escaping from?
Yeah,
Like what?
Where is he?
Yeah, exactly. Where is he?
So
yeah.
did you give one of those sprints like, oh, I left my lunch in my car, gotta get it?
Yeah, no, honestly, I just
Those are eggs.
I just kind of like ducked my head in the hallway for a second, saw no one was coming, and just like luckily was able to get to my car.
You'll take a ride up to everybody,
Yeah, right. Oh,
so
God. Yeah.
nobody knows you pissed your pants.
Yeah, exactly. Well, now they all do because I said it on this podcast.
Yeah.
But
Nobody's listening. It's fine.
that's why I told it.
So you were able to change? Did you change pants out by your car? Or did you? Bring
Oh
them
yeah,
in?
in my car, just
Yeah.
like super quick.
I've changed in many parking lots. I'm to the point
Yeah.
now, like I've had to change in my car with comedy stuff. Like coming from a job, going to a show.
Right.
Where I'll literally get out of my car and change in a parking garage or in a parking lot. I don't give a
Yeah.
shit.
How do you feel about shorts and comedy?
Don't fucking do that, Be a
Right.
man. I don't know. I think there's a little loss these days, and I feel like an old person saying this, but I am old, so I guess it's right. But the subtleties, the class. Where's your fucking class? Put some
Right.
pants on.
Yeah.
You're here to entertain people. The rule in comedy classically has been, don't dress like one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't say wear a suit or anything like that, but just put some pants on. You can wear a hoodie on stage, a t-shirt, whatever. It doesn't matter. But put some. I don't want to see your fucking kneecaps. That's what's eye level with everybody too. If you're on like a proper stage or whatever.
Yeah.
But I've done shorts comedy one time at an open mic, never on a show. And it was because I came straight from work and I was wearing shorts that day and I didn't have time to go home. And I had already used up my costume in my car because I pissed my pants too. But other than that, what do you think about shorts?
Oh, I hate them. Well, I mean, like I love them, outside of this. Comedy.
I'm
But
a
like,
huge advocate
yeah.
of shorts.
Yeah.
I just
jean shorts.
I used to wear shorts when I started just because I was like, oh, you don't know any better, like
Yeah.
like how you're supposed to appear,
And that's what it looks
that.
like. Like you don't know any better when you wear shorts.
Right. And so I just remember one time just bombing horrifically, and then just being like, "It's the shorts." Like, like my jokes were horrible as well, but I was just like, "Oh no, I should stop wearing shorts." Like I always bomb if I wear shorts.
I'm weirdly superstitious like that. Like I think people get a kick out of me in a tracksuit because I already have a pompadour and I look like a mobster's fuck up son.
Yeah.
But I love wearing tracksuits. They're comfortable as shit, and I like it. I got an infatuation with mafia shit. But I noticed I've only had one good set wearing a tracksuit, even at open mics. I've never worn one for an actual show, but I love wearing a tracksuit. I think it's fun. But I also feel like I start making like marinara puns and shit. Or I start doing like
Get the cannoli.
the one time I did good in a tracksuit. I started doing like making a shitty Russian accent, like Boris wants money in envelope, please. And I talked like that for the first half of my set, and then when I switched it up, I was like, "Nah, I don't talk like that." I think that people thought that was kind of funny, but it's also kind of hacky. But yeah, and shorts. I don't know. I don't think like I said, I don't think you have to wear a suit. When I was new to comedy and I first started getting shows like showcases and stuff, I did the whole like suit jacket, like sport coat and jeans. And yeah, I looked good. Don't get me wrong, I got fucking style, but I don't think it's me, And I sweat up there in a t-shirt already. So I mean, wearing that jacket, it was hot. The longer I'm up there, the longer I sweat. No matter what the temperature is in the room, I just start sweating. I can't help it. The better my set goes, the more I sweat. I don't know why, but that's
So if you come off stage drenched, that shit went
killed
well.
it.
yeah. If I come off dry, that's how it went. Yeah.
You're like, how you think you went? You're like, well, you look at me, I'm dry.
Yeah.
Dry as shit.
I'm gonna wear the same shirt all night, so it sucked. Yeah. So, yeah. Oh, so, okay. So I forgot where we were.
Yeah.
Right now.
So yeah. Anyways, but yeah, I peed my pants, and it was it was
You
weird.
pissed yourself at working your khakis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By accident.
Do you throw those pants away, or do you actually keep them and wash them because you like them?
I'm financially, I'm not at a place where I can throw away pants.
I respect that.
I got in a car wreck. I got in this car wreck, They take me to the emergency room and I like broke my arm and I got like this lump on my head and I'm bleeding everywhere. And they were like, "Oh, let's cut his pants off." And I was like, "No, these are Levi's. I can take them off." And then I had to like argue with them to get these pants off. They let me take them off. I was like, "I can't afford more pants. I already lost my car today."
Yeah, and I got to pay you guys for fixing me up.
Well, I'm not going to pay them. I give them a fake name. You give them a fake name, they can't bill you. They can't find you.
Let me write that one down.
Yeah.
All right.
Not saying anyone here does that. That's just an idea. You know, yeah.
Sure.
All right. So
All right.
I'm ready for my topic. What do you
All
got?
right. So this is a little bit morbid, but if you
Nice.
could choose how to die, how would you choose it?
Shot in the head.
Really? Just
Yeah.
Over and done.
Get it
Quick.
fucking over with.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, if I find out I have cancer, I'm just going to off myself.
Just
I'm not
boom.
going to sit here and I'm impatient. I don't want that. I don't want to fucking suffer. I don't want to live without the use of my dick or something stupid like that.
Yeah,
No, like,
yeah.
What if you got into a car wreck and you realize you could never get an erection again? No matter what surgery, no matter what they did, how would you feel about
I
that?
guess I would go strap-on shopping or something. You know, like.
Yeah, you still want to do dirty stuff, right? You still got to be a scumbag.
Yeah, I just
Not you, me, but
Oh, yeah.
I've definitely looked more scummy. But yeah, I don't know. I think shot in the head. I think something quick.
What about if you're like pushed into like an airplane blade?
Ooh.
See, that's what I'm thinking. See, my idea is that if you had a really boring life, like you were like a CPA and you just didn't do shit with your life, like, you know, like, oh, there's Keith and he just didn't do anything, but like, mentioning tigers and shit, it's like you got mauled by a tiger and that's how you died. Like
That's
that-
awesome.
That's awesome. Like you would.
And people would always wonder, like, what the fuck? Keith
Right,
didn't.
yeah.
He didn't have a tiger.
Yeah.
Where did Keith get a tiger?
He jumped out of a plane without a parachute, you know, like just like you become interesting because of how you died.
Yeah.
And that overshadows all the bullshit you kind of did in your life and that was boring and you regret it. But like everybody now talks about you because you died in such an interesting way. I think like for me, it's like I would do I'm going to do all the crazy shit, like bungee jumping, like, you know, like all that shit when I'm like 80 or 90. Because it's like the risk is no longer there.
I agree.
I'm not losing a life because I don't have a life to live at this point.
Yeah.
It's like, I already lived the life.
We just lost all our senior citizens on this podcast. I'm just kidding. We've got tens of people that listen, though.
And they have parents and grandsons.
Probably not. Not if they're listening to this. They're probably pretty alone right now.
But yeah, I just think like, man, I would love to. I wouldn't fight a tiger or a bear or anything because I like being eaten is like my biggest fear.
Slowly eating, like
Yeah.
I don't want that. It's too
out
slow.
of everything.
what
That's
I
my
don't
biggest fear.
Yeah, like you're like still alive. You're like, oh, I'm still alive.
want. He's
I'm
only
not-
eating my balls.
I'm watching myself become the nourishment to something else. Like that to me.
Yeah.
Like just scares
Circle
the
of life.
shit. Yeah, exactly. I
Haul
don't-
you over to a cave.
Nope, don't
they
wanna watch
eat you a
that.
little bit more later.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
fuck that. Yeah, so
Yeah.
you're a snack for later, too.
Yeah.
Now the kids get a piece.
Yeah.
No thanks. And see, the thing is, I think I have to die an interesting way because I've lived a pretty rock and roll life. So
Yeah.
I think, no, I've had a lot of fun. And like people bring up stories to me that I don't even remember that I did. Like the place I grew up in, that town, I hardly ever go there, but like I'll stop at a gas station. And this one guy, I remember last time I went down there, this guy was like, "Hey, remember when you stole stuff out of that cop car?" And I was like, "No, but yeah, I guess, dude, whatever." Or they'll tell me shit like that. I didn't do that, by the way, just saying, in case a case pops up. But I did it. Anyways,
So you're the new chicken fucker.
yeah, I don't know what that means. We're going to replace Jason next week. But yeah, but no, I feel like something quick. It's got to be something quick. Jumping out of an airplane, my only worry, like I said, is just worry that I lived through it and now I got like something stupid, like I can't use my arms. Or
Airplane propeller sounded pretty cool. Oh, you were quick on the trigger with that one. And
Yeah.
it's just like, man, that would be cool.
You're just like vaporized into it, like just
Yeah.
a mist. Just,
Yeah. Yeah, if I had a choice, it's got to be quick, but I'd want it to be cool. Like if I'm gonna be shot in the head, I'd like to like maybe try to do some kind of John Wick thing, like only kill bad guys. Like if I can find the super villain warehouse district, maybe I'll go down there and just start calling them all pussies and be like, "What's up, bitch? Yeah, you ain't gonna do nothing," and just let them fucking kill me.
That would be hilarious. Just to walk into any just seedy neighborhood wanting to die and just picking a fight with everybody, but everyone just keeps giving you like not paying attention. Like just like whatever, dude. It's like, come on.
Walk through Compton dropping hard R's. Yeah, you're done. Yeah.
well, Compton's gentrified now, so.
Oh, so they're already dropping hard R's there. Damn, find somewhere else.
God.
That was a good topic.
I was about to say,
you got another one? I'll take another one.
I was gonna say weirdest medical scare you've ever had in your life. Have you ever like gone to the doctor's office because you had like some sort of fear, like, oh, this shit's cancer, and then you find out, oh, it's nothing, it's fine. Has that ever happened to you, or just like any weird medical procedures, conditions, or
personal
or altercations with?
I remember a few years ago I was diabetic, and I found out I'm not diabetic now because I lost weight and I got tested and they're like it's gone. But I was peeing like literally every 5 minutes, and you remember because we worked together and I was at work, and like literally every 5 or 10 minutes I had to get up and piss. I couldn't, like, my mouth was dry. It was like, am I fucking turned into a zombie? What's going on? I had like an unquenchable thirst, and I was like, this feels like some kind of weird virus or something. And I go to the hospital, and they're like, stop eating cake, fat ass. Now you got to take these pills. I ended up losing like 100. We both lost like, what, 120, 140 pounds? Tons, yeah. Like I think it was like 160. I was almost 400 pounds. I got down to like 230, 240. I'm back up to like 300 now, but I'm not diabetic. But yeah, that, and like I noticed with the diabetes too, before I like took a hold of things and started eating right, it would get to points where like your dick would, like ED, your dick wouldn't work, stuff like that, getting it hard, like your testosterone goes away, and I was like, all right, I can't bust a nut, I gotta fucking go run on a treadmill and eat some kale. I need my dick back. And I actually, when I lost that weight, I could finally see my dick, and I was like, there he is. Wow. Yeah.
So that's
8 more weeks
later. That's not your funny story though.
No, that's what happened to me. Yeah, that's what happened to me. That's what I got on. I mean, I haven't really had any other. I wake up every day thinking I have cancer or coronavirus because I smoke and I have asthma, so I should stop. Yeah. But other than that, I mean, I feel like a lot of people are talking themselves into having something these days, especially with what's going on.
Especially with like things like WebMD or whatever, you just type in something and it's like, oh, you have cancer.
I don't even go on WebMD. I wake up and I'm like, this is it. It's over. I'm done. Somebody, Michael, let me borrow your gun.
I had one weird experience that I do want to talk about.
Let's hear it.
And I've told this story to a few other comedians and not a whole lot of people. But there was one point in my life where I just stopped jerking off. I was just like, take a break. Rest on your laurels or whatever. Just take a hiatus. Take a season break. But like after like a week or two, like, my plumes started to swell.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah.
And
down to my plumes.
And some members of my family have had like testicular cancer and other things like that, right? So that's like the forefront of my mind is like, oh shit, like something's fucked up. And so it's like I go to the doctor and he's just like, all right, like, like when did this start happening? And he's like, well, have you jerked off recently? Like, pretty much. Like, I'm sure there was a more medical way of how he asked me, but he was just like, have you jerked off? Like,
you
recently?
Drained your bean sack?
Yeah, and I was like, no, I really haven't. And he's like, okay, well, what's happened? He was saying that my epididymis is swollen, which apparently is the highway between your nuts to, the
highway to splooge.
Exactly. The exit ramp, so that, and I just imagine there was just like a factory that was just like working, but all the distribution got closed down. So it's like, we're just sitting on all this product. We got to get rid of it.
Yeah. We're still making Mustangs, but they ain't selling. Where are we going to put these Mustangs?
And so his medical advice to me was to start jerking off again.
So he's prescribing masturbation.
Yeah.
No, he's just watching.
Yeah. But I was just like, oh man, like it's so like, I don't know, it was just so weird. Like, and people ask me like, did you ask him like how much you have to or something? I was like, I just wanted to leave it as gray as possible.
Yeah, I don't think he needs to tell me how much to jack off.
I felt like I was having a conversation with Grandpa about it, and I just wanted to like stop.
Yeah. It's funny, he prescribed you Pornhub.
Yeah.
And jerk off in a condom, it's cleaner.
That was my, and I just remember because I told my parents like, hey, I think something's wrong with me. So I was just like, as I'm leaving the doctor's office, I'm just calling my dad, just laughing. I was like, oh, you'll never guess what the cure is. Mom would hate it. Yeah.
It's so you're that guy that went to the hospital for blue balls. You went to the doctor for blue balls. Yeah.
You were backed up. Yeah,
Yeah.
Your nuts were used to producing
Yeah.
4 loads a day. Now you're down to none
Yeah.
a week.
I just imagine the factory was just so happy to it's like, oh, we can do it again.
Was that first one like orgasmic? Was it like you got that eyes roll
yeah.
back like ah?
Yeah.
Well,
It
that's
was
because the logistical lines are back en route.
Yeah. Have you? I've done that where I'll go like a week or so without jerking off like that.
Come on.
Okay, like 3 days. But that first one, after a few days, it like almost like I come so hard it hurts almost. I'm like, I'm gonna blow the line. Like, you're trying to
Deepwater Horizon.
like the fireman inside my sack has let too much out of the hydrant at once. He's gonna bust the hose.
Close it a little bit.
Oh fuck. So you jerked off and
Yeah. Now I'm okay. So now it's a medical thing. So it's like just anytime it's like, oh, you jerk off. It's like, yeah, I have to,
Dude.
or they'll blow. You know, like
yeah, I jerk off because I want to live.
yeah, exactly. Like I just want to.
I'm jerking for my life here, pal.
Yeah.
You almost have to wonder, like, what does masturbation cure otherwise for ailments that might come up, you know?
Oh, it
Sure.
It cures me spending money at a bar. That's for sure. I don't even need to drink if I jerk off at home. I'll just smoke weed and pass out.
No, I mean, if you just get some acid reflux, maybe next time just, rub one out. Maybe that helps.
I do try for everything pretty much, but then when I lay down, the smell of the candle like kind of ruins the acid reflux, makes it worse.
Yeah. Of the candle.
Yeah.
I'm also wondering
Treat
about
yourself,
the
man.
legitimacy of this doctor. Like maybe he's telling other people to jerk off.
He's not even a doctor.
Like some people are having like bad readings on their
Yeah.
EKG, and he's like, "You need to go home and masturbate a little bit more. Then your heart will get better."
At the end of the speech, did he say, "Watch out, I got a slice of meat"? This is an Arby's. I'm not a doctor. Yeah, go jerk off, you jerk off.
Yeah. I think Arby's definitely has like a wide you can jerk off here policy. You know,
Well, yeah. Is that not
because
common
they have
knowledge?
the meats.
They do have the meats.
I think I'm going to Twitter them that and find out if they respond for sure.
Yeah, you should definitely ask Arby's.
It's like that's why they have the glove is to jerk you off.
Yeah. By the
Why
way,
the symbol is a glove.
we're sponsored by Arby's, and this week, come on down for the bucket jerk off special. We'll give you 4 pounds of roast beef, and we cum in them. I think Arby's ranch is just their cum. Their ranch is terrible. I get ranch for
Worst.
fries everywhere.
Yeah.
Fucking
I'll usually
terrible.
stop next door and go to like whatever restaurants next door and get their ranch after going to Arby's.
It's been a minute since I've been to an Arby's. I do know that their curly fries were great, but that was it. That
Yeah,
was,
but you can buy curly fries already seasoned. It's
Yeah,
hard to fuck
for
up.
sure, yeah.
I do like Arby's though. Don't get me wrong. Like if I'm hungry, I'll get a chicken cordon bleu. It's a fucking great sandwich. I like some of their stuff, but I don't like Arby's sauce. And I don't like their ranch and their Pepsi product. I mean, I'll drink a Diet Dr. Pepper, but Pepsi, like, really? You had the choice and you chose Pepsi? How about you just have RC? How about you get a bucket and you put all you guys' sweat in it and I'll drink that? Still better than Pepsi. Why don't you just shove Mountain Dew in me? Why don't you just do that? Whatever you fucking can fit it. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Anyways.
the new Arby's spit, the new Arby's spit bucket.
Yeah. So this Sunday, come on down to Arby's. Oh, fuck. All right. That was fun. Good topics, man. I think you gave me some of the best topics I've received so far. So we're going to move on to the next segment now. We're going to talk a few true crimes. How much time do we have left, Jason? What are we at?
We've got like 10 minutes or less.
Okay, yeah, I think that's plenty of time to do some of these stories. So Jason's going to tell us some of these stories, and we'll talk shit about them, make fun of the people. We try not to make fun of the victims, but we do crimes because there's funny shit surrounding crime. So whatever. If you get offended, just you got 50 minutes of good podcast. Don't listen to the last 10. Or
Okay.
do, and fuck off. I don't care.
So, a woman tells authorities that I wanted to live after stabbing and biting off the penis of her alleged rapist. Dennis Slayton allegedly forced this woman to perform oral sex on him while he ranted about how much he hated whores until the tables were turned on him.
Why did he hate whores?
Well, here's why. He says that they always take his money.
Yeah, they're whores. They're doing their job. That's what they do. They
He's
take your money.
sick of giving his money to all these whores. And, well, let's go back here. So, the woman escaped.
Sounds like he wanted a loyalty program with points with whores.
It's possible. A punch card system.
He wanted
you
to get the 6th one free.
So
He wanted the 6 roast free.
and they weren't running that special.
So I can broke it.
And they weren't running that special anymore. So,
These coupons don't work here.
Yeah.
oh, it's Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, okay, so a South Carolina woman escaped this knife-wielding rapist by biting off his dick and then stabbing him in the butt with his own knife.
He tried to stab her, and she's like, "Nah, I stab you."
Fuck.
Yeah. So on top of it, this
Well
guy,
deserved though.
If you're a raper, you deserve to be stabbed in the butt.
Yeah, you deserve your genitals.
You should definitely be stabbed in the butt. And also, she bit his dick off. Good. Now he can't rape anybody. Not guilty.
So you think?
Yeah.
You know, so
No, still guilty.
No, she's not guilty.
Oh, she's not. Yeah, okay.
He's a
gotcha,
raper.
yeah, okay.
If you're being raped, bite their dick off.
so
I authorize
this
it.
guy's a sex offender. What?
That's approved by Mickey B.
Yeah.
And we're just doxing bad people. It doesn't matter, I guess, right? Dennis Slayton.
Yeah, I don't know what doxing is, but yeah, fuck them if they're bad. We use their name. You can use her name too. It don't matter. It's public information.
Allegedly the woman he picked her up in August, just this past August, and he went to go take her home. And when they're in the truck, he held her against her will at knife point. He ranted about how whores take his money. They always cause problems for him. They're drama. And on top of this, he also said that she owed him $5 for whatever their business was prior.
$5 or I'll rape you. I'll give you 10. Drop me off here. Yeah.
This is the weirdest Uber I've ever been.
The woman said that initially because she was obviously sharing a lot more information than necessary. She said she was originally planning to get dropped off and go have potato salad with a friend of hers.
Yeah. She went from having potato salad to mixing up his with a knife. Ugh.
So this
Potato
guy,
salad, gross.
This penis salad, way worse.
well, yeah, I mean, if you have the lesser of two evils, right? So this
Lesser
guy,
of two penises.
the guy pulled a knife on her. He held it to her throat. He yelled, he hated whores. Whores keep taking his money. Yada yada, all that. He also insisted that he lost about $300 to some whores earlier in that evening. They robbed him or something. The man took the woman to his home. Told her to take off all of his clothes. She obeyed, and he told her.
Wait, hold on. He told her to take his clothes off.
All of his.
Undress
clothes
me,
off.
please. Undress your raper. Why would you?
Almost like the royal penis is unsheathed, Your Highness. Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
And I wouldn't rape anybody.
Well, this
If
guy's
you're gonna
living
rape someone, why would you be like, undress me?
Yeah, it's clear that this person doesn't have a lot of respect for other people.
Well, yeah, he's a raper.
Yeah,
so-
I was like, I'm pretty sure he would definitely pull this move.
Before the rapings, you must wash my back.
It's a big power trip thing, obviously. I mean, it's holding someone against a
Ooh, that made my stomach hurt. That's more dirty.
Yeah.
The Royal Duke, Dennis Slayton. Like we're acting like he's this posh English guy.
Whilst I rape you, I will play a piano tune.
So he warned her that if she touched his pants at all, because I guess that's where the knife was, that he would kill her. So don't touch my pants. He forced the woman on the bed and he straddled her.
How do you straddle a woman? She's supposed to straddle you, you dumb fuck. That's not. I don't feel like you could straddle a woman and fuck her. That doesn't sound. I don't mean. I've tried some positions, but I'm fat, so I can't get in a
Where's
lot of
this
them. But
article from? Because it's starting to get very like, I don't know.
and where's this? Is this in Iowa?
This one is in Iowa. It's in Iowa. Yeah.
Well, what's the website we're
Oxygen.
Oxygen. Okay,
Yeah,
just want to make sure.
Yeah.
So
That sounds. Yeah. Everybody knows Oxygen. They're a legit
Yeah.
news source.
I mean, it's not Times,
They're
Sun,
trading.
or anything.
They're
It's-
trading stock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which basically they're trading meths for newspaper. They're trading meth for newspapers in Iowa. Basically, oxygen because you can't breathe.
Horse taking all my money.
So while this guy was doing his due, he ended up telling her that he's
Doing the do.
He's
This week, come on down to our. No, I'm just playing. I'm not going to play it again.
You want to do it one more time?
All right, I'll play it one more time.
And now keep going with the story.
All right. So he told her that he planned to kill her when he was done with her, according to the report.
So fucked up. I'm sorry.
Just as Slayton began to force her to perform oral sex, the woman sprung into action. Managing to maneuver her arms underneath him, she allegedly bit his dick off.
Let's make this better. There we go.
Then she got a hold of his knife and she stabbed him. She even claimed, "I stabbed him in the left butt cheek and I left the knife in there."
That's the Wednesday special at Arby's, right?
Yeah.
This week, the big beef bonanza blowout. All right. Yeah, I could help it.
There's a little bit more.
Jesus Christ. Fucking burn the whole state down before you finish this story.
Right, yeah.
So a bloody struggle allegedly ensued, and Slayton ended up chased this woman down the hall with a knife, kind of very like American Psycho-ish, except without.
He chased her,
chainsaw.
she chased
Yeah,
him.
He chased her
After she bit his dick.
while he still had the knife sticking out of his ass.
I'm sorry, you stick me in the ass with a knife and you bite my dick off, I'm done. Go ahead. You can leave.
Yeah, you're free. Go ahead.
Yeah, you earned this.
Bye.
This is yours.
I mean, unless you want somebody to answer for it, but don't
Wait,
forget.
sorry, I didn't mean to interject, but does she still have the dick?
Well, that's a very
Yeah,
Lorena
where's the
Bobbitt
dick?
type situation. I don't.
Right?
yeah.
I'm guessing she bit it and then like spit it out.
Maybe a bit and spit.
But she swallowed. She's a swaller. She swallowed the whole dick. She got confused, spit or swallow, so she just swallowed the whole thing.
Just take it. Just
Yeah.
go on and do it. Yeah. So listen. So she ran door to door naked, completely. Was begging for help, knocking on all the neighbors' doors.
She went door to door. That's
Yeah.
no soliciting, lady. Get out of here.
They're like,
we have city ordinances here.
No
Can you
contact.
imagine? Someone just opens the blinds and points to their no soliciting sign. Nope, not whatever
No,
you're selling.
not buying magazines again. You're not
I'm
gonna
calling
work
the
for this
police.
time.
You're like, yes, please. Yeah.
This is a horrible situation.
Well, she ended up because people are assholes like we sound like.
Oh,
we
of
are.
course.
So
Yeah, yeah.
she ended up having to go to a nearby Waffle House naked.
Oh God.
Which would you want to be at a Waffle House naked?
I don't like
It
being at Waffle
doesn't
House
sound like-
clothed.
It doesn't sound too far fetched from how people end up at a Waffle House. I just bit a dick off. Let me get him covered, done,
Everybody's
sliced
got a-
and dashed.
Everybody's got a story. It seems like that's there. So when the deputies arrived, they saw that
Hold
somebody.
on, before you go on, I just got to say, nobody goes to Waffle House. This is how you get there. Everybody ends up at a Waffle House, even the workers.
That's
Yeah.
true.
You don't just go to a Waffle House. It's like
Yeah.
there's only Waffle House.
It's purgatory.
yeah.
Have you seen that Vine where it's two Waffle House workers fighting each other, and the guy's just going, "Can I get a waffle? Can I please get a waffle?" The two cooks behind the counter are just beating the shit.
I'm
out
the
of
one
each other.
person that actually comes here on free will.
I just wanted a waffle. Please.
All right, so she's at
He's
this
Mr.
Waffle
House.
House. She is naked.
All right,
She's
yes.
trying to get help.
A man loans his polo shirt to her, and then she covered her legs with trash bags, and she's sweating.
You mean an employee gave her their uniform for Waffle House? A trash bag and an oversized polo shirt? Everybody at Waffle House looks like they work at a swap meet.
It's the shortening. Yeah, I don't know. She told the police that when they arrived that this man was likely bleeding out, and she pointed out where he was, and she admitted everything that she had done in defense.
Well, she's done nothing wrong.
She said, "I wanted to live, and I didn't know what to do, so
she knew what
I
to
had to
do.
stop him because he was going to kill me." That's what she said. And
So they took her back to work at Arby's. No, I'm just
extra beef. Get your roast beef elsewhere.
oh, fuck.
She has the meats. He
Jeez,
does not.
yeah. I don't think she should be in any trouble for that. Did she get in any trouble? And did they find the dick?
Well, using the description of what she had said, they found this guy. He was bleeding. They rushed him to the hospital. All that
I
got
think she
taken care of.
deserves like the key to the city or something.
Yeah, she ended up being cleared of all charges. It was considered self-defense, and she
Yeah.
actually is proceeding with a case in civil court against him also. So. But the funny thing here is now he's also pursuing a case in civil court against her for biting his dick off.
Well,
It's a trade-off.
but I think he'll lose because his dick wouldn't have got bitten off if it wasn't shoved in some unwilling person's mouth.
Yeah.
They're going to have to hope that you're on
This,
the jury.
yeah, this is why you pay the whores. You pay them not to bite your dick. This is what you get when you go the Groupon route. This is what happens.
Doesn't have the dick, but he does have the balls. Stand up for her.
Well, good for you, sir, for having the balls to do that at least.
No, I'm going to take that back. Fuck you, dude. Dennis Slayton, you are a piece of shit.
Yeah, don't get on his side. No. Wrong side to be on.
Hey, you don't know what she was wearing. It might have been her fault.
I mean, this chick might have been on meth. There's no telling what the actual story was here.
My name's Zach Webb, and this has been a nice now.
No,
Controversial.
no, totally fuck that guy. It's totally his fault. But also, if she wasn't on meth at the beginning of the story, she definitely got some at that Waffle House.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say the N-word?
No, thank you.
We haven't got
making sure.
anybody yet.
Just
but-
making sure. Okay.
I mean, he was just saying it before we started.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he didn't do it.
And then it cuts off. And then it's like, oh, man, really fun on your podcast. And then I just drop it.
No, I'm just going to edit in a beep sound. Oh, he said it. No, I'm just playing. Do you have any more crime stories?
I mean, how can you top a Waffle House?
A Waffle House wiener mix-up.
Did she eat anything at the Waffle House?
Well, I mean, you got to have a waffle if you're there. It's
Well, I
in the
just
name.
to me, I do like she needs to get the taste out of her mouth.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like, what is the perfect thing to get dick out of like the taste of dick out of your mouth?
Fanta.
Fanta? You know, actually,
What flavor?
actually, that's a really good question.
Is that orange? Is it?
It has to be. Because the grape is
the
shit.
best thing to
I like the strawberry. but I think that might be too close.
I like the pineapple with tequila, but to answer your question, the best thing to get the taste of the dick out of your mouth is down here at Arby's. You come down, bring your own bucket. We'll give you half off on a bacon bonanza blowout, bonanza B words. I don't know. Just come to Arby's. We don't give a shit. Monster trucks!
I'm Ving Rhames. I got raped in that movie. Now eat at Arby's. And that's what I want. I want an Arby's ad done by Marcellus Wallace from Pulp Fiction.
Yo, bitch ass want to eat some motherfucking meat or what?
He had a big Montana in that briefcase in the movie. That's what it was. That's why it was glowing.
Oh, man, Arby's is closed. Are you okay? Nah, man. I'm pretty fucking far from okay.
I think you just titled the episode. I'm pretty fucking far from okay.
Perfect. Yay. Oh, man.
We're out of time? Okay. Well, that was great, man. I'm glad you came on the podcast today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It was a lot of fun. Why don't you go ahead and tell us where we can find you on social media?
On social media, you can find me on Instagram at Zatchwabibi. That's ZATCHWAHBEEBEE. That is Zatchwabibi.
God damn it.
Yeah, that's a horrible name, and I'm just now realizing that. But, you can find me on Facebook, Zach Webb.
I think if you search his name on Instagram, it'll pull up ZACCWEBB.
Yeah, just ZACCWEBB. Probably should pull me up.
Because you might be the only thing on Facebook that has that run-on of letters in a row.
Yeah. I think other than that, all my shows and stuff have been canceled. But I'm working on some other things right now, just other projects. Not
like
necessarily
some YouTube videos or
videos, but mostly because before I really started doing stand up, I used to do just kind of audio based videos, just having talking about a movie or something, showing clips of the movie while I'm talking about it.
That's called a podcast.
Yeah,
that's what we're doing right now.
Oh shit! Well, I'll do one of these now. But yeah, I'm just working on stuff. But hopefully, as soon as all this Corona shit's over, you can come and see me perform. That's hopefully I'll have those shows back again. But.
Yeah, same. I mean, canceled here. But yeah, thanks for coming out, dude. I'm glad you came to see us out here. And also, we're giving each guest a prize now when they come on the podcast, just starting now. Yeah, you get a roll of toilet paper to use while you're here.
Only.
Yeah, only while you're here.
Cool. Can I come back periodically throughout this week and use it? Or
yeah, but you got to schedule an appointment.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
all right.
And we're all booked up. But
man, I'm not in it for the money, but I am in it for the toilet paper. So
yeah,
this is nice.
You can have the roll. I dropped a roll of toilet paper in the toilet the other day after I pissed in the toilet, and I was so mad. I screamed, and my roommates came in my room because I have my bathroom in my room. They're like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Pretty fucking far from okay." No, I was just like, no. I dropped a whole roll in there, and it's ruined.
Yeah.
Didn't you have something fun for our fans, or both of our fans, to maybe send some pictures?
Oh, yeah. I also wanted to ask you guys, if you're still listening, you didn't cut it off at Zach's credits.
which, just so you know, the analytics say that they already have.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
That's good.
It's just my mom and your wife are the only ones listening to this anyways. No, but if you guys have any cool projects or anything you're doing to stay busy during during this, I almost said Holocaust for some reason. no, not that. I'm sure most of you were pretty busy back then if you were alive. But
staying alive. That's what you were busy doing, staying alive.
During this pandemic, if you guys have anything interesting or anything cool that you're doing to stay busy, feel free to hit us up on Facebook or Instagram at the Open Mic Podcast on Instagram, and also on Facebook. Just search the Open Mic Podcast. You can find us on Twitter, even though we haven't tweeted much and we need to. And I keep saying, I'm going to tweet, but I don't know how. I'm an old man.
Yeah. Well, I'm staying on top of it a little bit. I'm getting it going.
Okay, yeah. If you feel free. That's Jason tweeting. I'm on the Instagram.
That's basically me.
Yeah, that's basically what we're doing. But yeah, guys, feel free to DM us, send us any pictures, send us some ideas.
And Twitter's going to be
at Open Mic 5000.
There you go.
Jason has an infatuation with the number 5000.
One more time.
What?
The name?
Oh, I mean, you could have just said it, but at Open Mic 5000.
There we go.
That's the Twitter. But yeah, send us any ideas or any pictures or anything, and maybe we'll feature on the podcast. And we'll get some more content up. Also, follow us, like, subscribe. Please, on the any of those apps where you can comment,
please, huh?
Yeah, please. No, they say that does help, and it'll help us get out there more and help us get our internet money. So you guys just comment. Please. Even say, hey, they forced me to say this is good. Say whatever you want. I don't care. Just like us, follow, subscribe. Even if you don't want to listen again, just subscribe anyways. You can just mute the notifications. It's fine. Just do it, please. Give it to me. I want it.
You sound just like Dennis Slater.
It is just pressing one button and then pressing another button.
Yeah.
It's that easy.
It's just touching a button. It doesn't matter, and don't touch my pants, by the way.
Anyways, these whores are taking all my money.
Yeah.
I got a knife right here, baby.
Yeah, also, can you drop me off at Arby's? Because I am famished. I hope is Arby's still open? Yeah.
I think they are. I think Arby's are still open.
I think they should sponsor us because, they have the meats. We're sending people there. There's at least 4 people that are going to...
Fuck, I'm going after this.
I actually am going to Arby's after this. I do. I want a chicken cordon bleu and some of those little sliders. And I'm also going to get the big buck and beef banana. Okay, I'm sorry. Anyways. Yeah, follow, like, subscribe. Thank you guys for coming. Jason, you got anything else you want to throw in?
Yeah,
Zach? All right. Bye.
Freedom.